Hi folks, welcome back to another one of my videos. It is time for another video from Michelle. Reads a lot of fantasy, and yes, I do read a lot of fantasy. So welcome back to my channel. So I normally do videos once or twice a week, mainly video reviews, like reviews of books and stuff like that. But I did finish a fantasy book, so I'm going to be reviewing it. I will say though, I will be I don't know when my next fantasy review is going to be. I'm actually going to be reading through Eldest. So once I get that book read, then there will be a review, and I will be back on, at least I'll be back on Monday to do, or no, I'll do the the vlog on tomorrow, and I will upload and make it available on Monday. So you'll still get your video and everything. Alright. So for people that may not know, I have a Nook Glow Light 4 Plus, and I am actually moving away from Kindle and embracing full Nook, which means I will be buying ebooks or getting ebooks just from Barnes & Noble, not from Amazon. Alright. So, Nora Roberts, Year 1. I got this, I think, a couple of months ago. This was part of the free weekend reading. This is another reason that I really happen to love Barnes & Noble, because every Friday they bring out a free book that you may or may not want to read. So what is Year 1 by Nora Roberts about? It is a post-apocalyptic urban fantasy novel. It is the first book in a trilogy of 3. So it is about this woman called Lena and her husband or boyfriend or whatever, Max, who both have abilities. They have magic. Now, prior to this, in Ireland, I know the Irish are very upset about this, this virus started, and it traveled all around the world by the way of this family. They infected others, and others infected others, and on and on and on. Well, billions of people died. Like a lot of billions of people died. And what happened was, it caused the breakdown and the returning of magic. Now, this is real magic. This is not like, in your head that you think you can do this. People with actual abilities can actually do stuff. And they're known as the Uncannies. And there's 2 groups. There are the Uncannies and the Dark Uncannies. And the Dark Uncannies, they aren't taking shit from no one. They're taking shit from no one. And what ends up happening over the course of this book is people are trying to rebuild society. While they're trying to rebuild it, you have this fanatical group called the Purity Warriors, which is a total stupid word for them. They're also, you probably guess, they're known as witch hunters. And they go around and they try to find people that have magical abilities and have them killed, either by burning or by hanging. Meanwhile, the governments from all of these different countries are kidnapping them and trying to figure out how in the world do they have these abilities. This is a world in which things are no longer safe. And this was published in 2017, 2 years prior, or 3 years before the pandemic. So it kind of is like, why am I reading about this pandemic? Anyways, so Lena ends up by herself, and she encounters this really hot guy who lost both of his parents to the plague, and they are a refuge for people with abilities. And because there's more of them than of whoever decides to show up, they pretty much can hold their own. So she's carrying a child called the One, and the One is actually the actual target of the Purity Warriors and all these other groups, because she's the one who is connected to all of this. Anyways, I really enjoyed this book. This was a wonderfully masterful story about what happens when society breaks down, when due to so many people dying. And we did see some of that, a little bit of society kind of breaking down during COVID. So these books do have a lot of a deeper meaning for people that have gone through this. Not this kind of virus, but pandemics. So in 6 days, I get paid. I'm getting book 2. I have got to read book 2. Alright, I gave this 5 stars on Goodreads, and it was just a lot of fun to read. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the visuals and all this type of stuff that was in the book. So anyways, that's my video for tonight, or for today. I am tired. I am going to head off to bed, but I will see you in the next video.